हमारे students. In the previous one, we have completed about all the plant resources, and as I have told you, we will be starting off next with the animal husbandry. Now, most of you might be in confusion that what is this animal husbandry? When we were talking about animal food resources, right? We started the chapter with this theme itself only, that we will study two sources of food. Those were plants and animals. We studied about plants, we studied their methods of improvement, and we finished those topics. Now, secondly, we will study methods of animal resources and the methods to improve them. Right? So those animal food resources and its improval is together called as animal husbandry. So as you can read the definition which is written, it is the scientific management of animal livestock. Livestock का मतलब जितना भी प्रोड्यूस उनसे मिलता है, जितने भी एनिमल्स जो हमारे साथ हमें फूड देते हैं, राइट. साइंटिफिक मैनेजमेंट मतलब हाउ डू वी मैनेज दोज, हाउ डू वी हेल्प देम इम्प्रूव एंड ब्रिंग आउट बेसिक एंड गुड नीड्स. So it includes feeding, breeding, disease control. फीडिंग मीन्स पहले उनको फीड कराना गुड क्वालिटी पे, दैट मीन्स उनको अच्छी अच्छी चीज़ें खिलाना सो दैट उनका जो प्रोड्यूस हो वो हाई हो. ऑब्वियसली जब तक एक एनिमल अच्छी डाइट नहीं लेगा वो हमें अच्छा प्रोडक्ट नहीं देगा, सो दैट इज़ फीडिंग. ब्रीडिंग मीन्स सपोजिटली दो एनिमल्स है, एक में एक अच्छी क्वालिटी है, दूसरे में एक अच्छी क्वालिटी है, सो वी विल प्रेफर ब्रीडिंग दोज बोथ, ताकि जो उनका चाइल्ड हो आगे दैट विल हैव दी बोथ क्वालिटीज इन देम. Disease control, that is the same, protecting animals from various diseases. As population is increasing, demanding for food products are also increasing. Therefore, there is a need to improve these food resources. Demand of animal livestock producing animal products has to be increased, keeping in mind limitations of livestock rearing. Now, what do you mean by keeping in mind limitations of livestock rearing? Look, livestock हम किसे कह रहे हैं? Livestock we are referring it to as number of animals. Cat जितना भी होता है, हमारा कैटल है, हमारे hen है जो पोल्ट्री के अंडर आते हैं, bees हैं जिनसे हमें नेक्टर मिलता है, ठीक है, गोट है जिससे हमें अदर चीज़ें मिलती हैं, शीप जिनसे हमें वूल मिलता है, एंड एटसेट्रा एटसेट्रा. देयर आर मेनी थिंग्स, राइट. फिश जिसे लोग खाते हैं. सो ऑल दैट विल बी इंक्लूडेड अंडर लाइफ स्टॉक. तो हमें उनका जो डिमांड है उसको हमें इंक्रीज करना है, बट हमें क्या दिमाग में रखना है? लिमिटेशंस. लिमिटेशंस का मतलब हमें उन एनिमल्स को एक्सप्लॉइट नहीं करना है. वी हैव टू टेक the things out of them in a good manner. Some people nowadays they have started harming animals for their own needs. That is wrong. So thereby it is said, keeping in mind limitations of livestock rearing. Rearing means efficiency to take the products out of them. That is rearing, right? So there are animal based farming and includes these topics: cattle farming, goat farming, sheep farming, fish farming, poultry farming. These are the 5 things which we will study one by one to keep in mind, right? Starting off with the first topic, that is cattle farming. What do you mean by cattle farming? Cattle means cow, buffalo. All these things are cattles, which आपने देखा होगा when you ever go to a village or some like dairy or something, they have a lot of cow and buffaloes tied. So those are cattles, and उन्हें rear करना, उनसे good products निकालना, that is called as cattle farming. Cattle farming or cattle husbandry is also the second name for it. It is done for 2 purposes. ये किन चीज़ों के लिए की जाती है? 2 चीज़ों के लिए. सबसे पहला है milk production for daily use. That means कि हम उसका कितना milk produce करवा सकते हैं, right? You might have seen there are so many milk vendors जो अपना अपना दूध मॉर्निंग में सप्लाई करते हैं. Sometimes they stop supplying the milk and say that our animal is not good these days or she is not well. They say these terms कि आज हमारी गाय ने दूध नहीं दिया. So that is what are those things that they rear them, they grow them, they help them for efficient milk production, and then they commercially sell the milk. But they do not have to exploit the animals. That is the major condition. Drought labor means for agricultural work. Now you might have seen that in the fields when you sow the crop or something, you require plowing. So for plowing, what do? They use these animals because these animals can carry good weight. Buffaloes are themselves huge in weight, so they help टेक द हेल्प ऑफ दोज बफलोज एंड हेल्प इन प्लोइंग द फील्ड. जो वो सॉइल की अल्टा पल्टी करते हैं ना फील्ड्स में, जब एक क्रॉप ग्रो होके निकल जाता है, सो दूसरे क्रॉप को ग्रो करने से पहले उनको सॉइल जो नीचे होता है उसको ऊपर लाते हैं, ऊपर वाले सॉइल को नीचे लेकर जाते हैं. दैट इज व्हाट आई हैव टॉट यू ऑल्सो प्रीवियसली. और इसको हम कहते भी हैं टू मेंटेन द फर्टिलिटी ऑफ द सॉइल, राइट. सो इन सब पर्पसेस के लिए एनिमल्स को यूज कर लेते हैं. या फिर in olden times you have seen when there were no cars, when there were no vehicles, any animals say they used to drive the cart, right. Nowadays rarely you will see carts because other motor vehicles have developed, but in the ancient times people used these carts, and these animals were the ones who used to drive these carts, right. It other agriculture work, as I told you, includes tilling, which I have told you this only. सॉइल की अल्टा पल्टी करना. इरीगेशन मीन्स प्रोवाइडिंग वाटर इन द फील्ड. नाउ दीज एनिमल्स आर मेड टू कैरी अ लॉट ऑफ वाटर, एंड एज दे पास ऑन टू द फील्ड दे कीप ऑन ड्रॉपिंग इट. सो दिस इज ऑल्सो अ मेथड दे हेल्प इन irrigation. And carting, which I have told you right now, that the carts are driven by the animals. So these 3-4 things are done as a part of drought labor, and you need not to study much for this. This is only this much, that yes, we use them for labor. Main thing which we have to study is about milk production. So Indian cattle mein we have 2 species, Bos indicus, Bos babalis, that is cow and buffalo. Now what is this Bos indicus and Bos babalis? Look, every animal and plant have their scientific name, right? So these are their scientific name. जो cow buffalo हम बोलते हैं, these are common names which are known to every individual. But the people who are studying these cattle have their scientific name, and इसीलिए cow को they say Bos indicus and buffalo को they say Bos babalis, right? Milk producing females, that means the ones, cow or buffalo, the ones which are females, those produce milk, are known as milch animals, right. And their counterparts, males mostly, they are used as labor animals, which are called as draught animals, जिनको हम farms में use करते हैं for these purposes, as I have told you, right. Every animal has a gender. So the female cows, female buffaloes, they are used to draw milk from them, because this is present in the females only, and the male counterparts are used in the farm as draught animals, right. So this is how we manage cattle farming. Now what do we do? How is this milk production varied? That is to be studied in detail. The milk production, it depends on duration of lactation period, that is period of milk production after the birth of calf. Now when does this female cow or female buffalo start producing milk? Once this female cow or female buffalo has given the birth to its child, इनके बच्चे को we call it as calf. So after they have given the birth to their calf, they have some period of lactation in which they produce milk. That is their highly efficient period in which they keep producing milk. Thus milk production can be increased by increasing the lactation period. So अब हमें पता है कि ये काऊ और बफलोज जो फीमेल्स होती हैं, इनका जितना भी मिल्क प्रोड्यूसिंग टाइम होता है वो इनके लैक्टेशन पीरियड के अकॉर्डिंग डिपेंड करता है, राइट. सो हाउ कैन वी इम्प्रूव देयर मिल्क प्रोडक्शन? बाय इंक्रीजिंग देयर लैक्टेशन पीरियड. अगर हम उनका लैक्टेशन पीरियड इंक्रीज कर दें तो दे विल कीप गिविंग अस मिल्क फॉर द लॉन्गर टाइम, राइट. अब वो हम कैसे कर सकते हैं? कुछ एग्जॉटिक ब्रीड्स हैं हमारे पास, कुछ लोकल ब्रीड्स हैं. लोकल हमारी इंडियन ब्रीड्स हैं, दैट इज रेड सिंधी एंड साहिवाल, एंड कुछ हम फॉरेन ब्रीड्स लेकर आए हैं, दोज आर जर्सी एंड ब्राउन स्विस. ठीक है, यू नीड टू लर्न दीज एग्जाम्पल्स एज दे आर गिवन इन दी NCERT, सो दे कैन कम एज एन MCQ in your examination. Now these foreign breeds, these are selected for long lactation period. इन जो ये breeds होती हैं foreign, इनका lactation period वैसे ही लंबा होता है. So we have brought these कैटल्स, वी हैव ब्रॉट दीज फॉरेन ब्रीड्स, एंड हमने इनको मेट कराया लोकल ब्रीड्स के साथ जिनका एक्सीलेंट रेजिस्टेंट है डिजीजेस को. डिजीजेस से रेजिस्टेंट है ये काउ जो हमारी इंडियन है. सो वी हैव ब्रीडेड दिस फॉरेन एंड इंडियन केटल्स विद देम सो दैट दीज टू स्पीशीज कैन गिव द बेस्ट क्वालिटी स्पीशी आफ्टर क्रॉस ब्रीडिंग, राइट. सो दिस इज हाउ वी हैव टेकन द बेस्ट आउट ऑफ देम, राइट. There are other methods also by which we can improvise certain things. Now after we have taken out the best quality breed, what else is necessary for the good rearing of cattle? सबसे पहले proper cleaning and shelter facilities for cows and buffaloes should be required फॉर ह्यूमन फार्मिंग, राइट. अब काउज और बफलोज को एक हमेशा साफ रखना चाहिए, उनको नीट एंड क्लीन प्लेस पे रखना चाहिए, सो दैट अननेसेसरीली डिजीजेज या अननेसेसरीली डर्ट उनको कैच ना करें. बिकॉज इफ दे विल लिव इन अ डर्टी इन्वायरमेंट, द मिल्क विच दे विल प्रोड्यूस विल नॉट बी दैट हेल्थी. So this is for the health of animals also and for the production of clean milk also. हमें उनकी भी health ठीक रखनी है and हमें अपने milk को भी clean लाना है. That is why we need to have proper cleaning or shelter where these cows are living, right? Animals require regular cleaning to remove dirt and hair. उनकी रेगुलर क्लीनिंग भी होनी चाहिए ताकि उनके अंदर की गंदगी और उनके बालों को साफ किया जा सके. एज वी ह्यूमन्स रिक्वायर डेली क्लीनिंग, राइट, वी बाथ डेली, we also go for an haircut often, we have self other numeral characteristics also. Similarly animals को भी वैसे ही सेम टेक केयर की ज़रूरत होती है. They should be sheltered under well ventilated roofs that protects them from rain, heat and cold. अब उन्हें हमें वेल वेंटिलेटेड रूफ्स के अंडर रखना चाहिए, एक ऐसा रूफ जिससे ना तो वो हीट, रेन, कोल्ड, इन सब तीनों चीज़ों से प्रोटेक्टेड भी रहे. दैट मीन्स उन्हें बारिश भी ना लगे, उन्हें ठंड भी ना लगे, उन्हें गर्मी भी ना लगे, एंड इट शुड बी वेल वेंटिलेटेड ऑल्सो. बट ऐसा भी नहीं है कि वहाँ पे स्टिफनेस हो जाए, वहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा सफोकेशन हो जाए. सो इट शुड बी वेल वेंटिलेटेड फॉर द एनिमल्स सो दैट दे कैन ब्रीथ फ्रीली. Floor of the cattle shed should be sloping to stay dry and facilitate cleaning. Now as these kettles also require daily bathing and cleaning, so जो floor है जहाँ पे इनको रखते हैं that should be slopy enough so that पानी जितना भी हम use कर रहे हैं वो वहाँ पे इकट्ठा ना हो and it flows easily so that that particular area can remain dry. Because as long as these cattle will keep on growing in the wet condition, it will lead to various certain health conditions for them that is not good. Apart from the maintenance and apart from their breeding, we have their food requirements also, कि उन्हें हमें क्या खाने में देना चाहिए so that they can help in producing good milk. Certainly they have some maintenance requirement and they have milk producing requirement. Maintenance required में food required to support the animal to give a healthy life. Some food is required to be given to the animal so that उनकी healthy life हो, right? Like we humans, we eat almonds, cashews, like our parents say you should eat it in the morning, so that makes your mind sharp, etc. So certainly some things are required for the animals also for their good and healthy life, right? सिमिलरली मिल्क प्रोड्यूसिंग के लिए जिस टाइम वो लैक्टेट करते हैं उस टाइम इनको कुछ तरह का खाना देना कंपल्सरी होता है. लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल इन प्रेग्नेंट विमेन ऑल्सो इन ह्यूमंस वी गिव देम प्रॉपर डाइट सो दैट द बेबी विच इज प्रोड्यूस्ड इज हेल्दियर इनफ. सिमिलरली काउज एंड बफलोज को लैक्टेशन पीरियड में अच्छा खाना देने से दे विल प्रोड्यूस हाई क्वालिटी ऑफ मिल्क. वो फूड क्या है? रफेज दैट इज फाइबर एंड कंसनट्रेट्स विच इज लो इन फाइबर. दोनों तरह का फूड देना उनको बहुत ज़रूरी होता है. जो ये कंसनट्रेट्स होते हैं दे आर लो इन फाइबर बट दे आर रिच इन प्रोटीन्स एंड अदर न्यूट्रिएंट्स. सो वी कैन से वी आर गिविंग देम टू टाइप्स ऑफ फूड, द वन विच इज रिच इन फाइबर and the other which are rich in proteins and other nutrients, right? These food is to be given during lactation period so that their lactation period is also increased and their good quality milk is produced. Cattle needs balanced ration with all the nutrients in correct proportion along with certain feed additives that contains micronutrients which provide health and milk output to the animals. Now this line means the same thing only, that the cattle requires all the ration in equal न्यूट्रिएंट proportion और certain उनको additives भी चाहिए होते हैं जिसके अंदर एक्स्ट्रा न्यूट्रिएंट्स हो ताकि उनकी हेल्थ और मिल्क आउटपुट इंक्रीज्ड रहे. So this is how the food requirements of cattle has to be managed. Now when they have been breeded, they have been protected, they have been provided with the food, the last thing which you have to settle for them is that you have to keep them free from diseases, right? Cattle needs to be protected from number of diseases that can cause decrease in milk production and death, right? अगर हम उनका ख्याल नहीं रखेंगे तो उनकी मिल्क प्रोडक्शन तो डिक्रीज होगी एंड सर्टनली दे कैन इवन लीड टू डेथ. Cattle may inhabit parasites both internal and external called as internal and external parasites. What happens is कि इनके बहुत सारे parasites होते हैं जो इनके ऊपर नीचे रहते हैं. So the ones which live inside them are called as internal. The one which live outside them are called as external. External parasites may live on skin and cause certain skin diseases. You might have seen, अगर आपको street cow दिखे तो you can see there are some patches on their skin which you can easily observe. So that those patches are caused due to these parasites only, right? And internal parasites like worms, they affect stomach and intestine, which while fluke damages liver. कुछ worms जो उनके stomach और intestine को damage कर सकते हैं और कुछ flukes जो उनके liver को damage करते हैं. These are the internal parasites which cause diseases to them. So infectious diseases are also called by bacteria and viruses. Now apart from these parasites जो उनके अंदर बाहर रह के उनको certain medical conditions cause करते हैं, there are also some other infectious diseases which are caused by bacteria and viruses. Vaccinations are given to farm animals against viral and bacterial diseases. इन सब चीज़ों से प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए हम फार्म एनिमल्स को कुछ वैक्सीनेशंस भी देते हैं ताकि उनको ये बैक्टीरियल और वायरल डिजीजेस कभी हो ही ना. जैसे हम ह्यूमंस भी टेक सम वैक्सीन्स एज वी आर बोर्न, सिमिलरली एनिमल्स को भी सम वैक्सीनेशन इज प्रोवाइडेड टू कीप देम डिजीज फ्री थ्रू आउट देयर लाइफ. And from internal and external parasites we provide them protection, right? This is how we rear cattle, we do cattle farming, we do cattle husbandry to protect the animals in every way, to help and produce good milk out of them and rear them in a proper manner, right? This is all strictly based upon NCERT. I have taken each line and explained you all. If you still have any doubts, please let me know. I can re-explain it. Thank you very much.